Welcome back, dads. I'm glad to you joined me for the video today. We are starting something new. The year is pretty young and it's exciting to have the fresh wind of the new year. It's like a beautiful sunrise when the day starts up and we have the first light of the day. I'm looking forward to you this year of joining me on my journey to 10 grand a month to building a business as a dad. This is the whole purpose of this channel, to start up for dads, to have something of a community and to share our experiences with the business side of business side and the business world as dads. So first things first, I have in this video for you is how to start and where do I begin when I want to start a business. So over the last years, I've more and more seen and noticed that products don't matter so much. Also, ideas don't matter. Yes, I know that there's a lot of chit chat and chatter in the internet about the $1 million ideas and the huge startups that just started out of the best idea. That's all true, but the idea itself doesn't matter if we don't act on it, and the product itself doesn't matter if we can't sell it. And therefore, we need to start with the audience first. This is the main thing I want you to take away from this video is audience first. Never try to put your product on the first position, because who are you making this product for? It's the audience. It's your customers. So put them first, and then all the rest will follow it. So how do I get to that? You might wonder now, and I want to start with the niche, because we need to first figure out what topic we even want to talk about. So I want to talk you through the process of this channel creation. It's the question that I want to do a business. I like reading up on business stuff, and I love the idea of having my own startup. And so I wanted to have a channel where I could talk about business related things. Well, how far does that carry me? Well, if you look on the business channels on YouTube, they're huge channels. They have a lot of competition, and it's tough for me to find a place there. And so the next thing is, who do I want to talk to? And well, I thought to me, there are many things I could talk about and talk to, but what is my situation looking like right now? Well, I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm becoming a dad, and I'm dealing with the not very much or with the limited time I can spend on the startup, and also with the motivation of being a dad. I want to be a dad first. I want to focus on my family. And so I thought, well, this year is my focused audience that I reflected of myself. This is how I got to it, is the idea to start talking to dads. And therefore, the channel came together, Startup for Dads. This is pretty much how I ended up with the audience here and with the goal audience in mind. And so I question myself, what do I want to talk about next that is interesting to my audience? Here, it's the special intrigue for me that I can talk about what matters to me, because I think, or I'm expecting, or assuming at least, that you're interested in similar issues as me, or as I am. And therefore, it's pretty easy for me to draft the audience and the questions. On my other example, I'm in an outdoor niche talking about forests, and there my audience is not me, because I studied it, I have my diplomas in it, so I would consider myself more of an expert in the field, whereas my audience are the newcomers in the topic and in the field, and therefore I need to picture myself being the audience. What are they interested in? What do they want to know? And not necessarily what do I want to know in that field. And that's where I want to focus on. And that's the first thing we got to do. The last thing is then the product development. So when we have the topic, when we have the audience, then we can over time observe what are the main issues, what are the problems that our audience is constantly running into, what do they want to have solved, because we are likely to pay for something that is solving a problem that we have right now, and we are gladly to pay more for it if our pain and our suffering from that problem is even bigger. And therefore, the better we learn our audience and the better we get to know them over time, the more we understand where they're coming from, what issues they have, what problems they have. And so that's when we can actually think about a product. So I don't think it's wise to start with the product in mind. I think it's wiser and important. And that's why I want to sum it up again with audience first. If we keep our audience in mind, we'll find a problem, we find a product, and we find a market. So this is my takeaway and how where I would begin with building my startup in 2023, and after that too. I think it's wise to start with the audience in mind. I'm happy to hear your comments on that. Give me your feedback on the videos, and I'm happy to welcome you back another time with me.